That's the way it was in Vaudeville. Song, cue. You know, you're going to see about an hour of that. That's the way it was in Vaudeville. George. Right. What happened is you started... What? I got a shot on my left foot. Left foot. Come down. Here. Go. Good, we're all right. That's the way it was in Vaudeville. All righty?
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, stand by again. Please. Quiet. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hat, cane, trunk, tree. Put the hat on? Yeah, let's put the hat on.
Watch this, please. Okay, Dan?
Okay, one was right. Should we put it on?
I forgot to put my...
Hat, cane, trunk, train. That's the way it was in Vaudeville. Song, cue, saw, shoe. Then you went out front and made your kill. They loved us in the cities. They loved us in the sticks. We didn't mind the vegetables, but when they threw the bricks, laughed, frowned, tanked, down. That's the way it was in Vaudeville. Mamaroneck, Saranac, Scranton, and Canton, Boston to Boston, or yes, I mean. That's the way it was in Vaudeville. Asheville and Asheville, Nogales and Dallas, Detroit and Beloit, Kankakee, don't you see? That's the way it was in Vaudeville. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's take it again right up to there. And get... Barney, you got one coming, you know. Barney, there's no law. You know, you can take it down a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? Because I don't know a goddamn word of it. I must tell you, this time I'm late with the card selling. I'm just going to... All right.
This time I did it right.
You did.
On the side.
Hat, cane, trunk, train. That's the way it was in Vaudeville. Song, cue, saw, shoe. Then you went out front and made your kill. They loved us in the cities. They loved us in the sticks. We didn't mind the vegetables, but when they threw the bricks, laughed, frowned, tanked, town. That's the way it was in Vaudeville.
Mamaroneck, Saranac, Scranton, and Canton.
Austin and Boston, Racine, yes, I mean, that's the way it was in Vaudeville.
Me?
Detroit and Beloit.
No, you doing this. You doing that thing. It doesn't go there. It doesn't go. Does it go there?
It does go there.
The second time?
Was I right or not?
Wrong.
Wrong where? Where wrong?
This
Show
is-
me on the card.
This is his
Show
show
me
and
one
his
time
show.
on the card.
Go ahead.
After Marinac.
Marinac.
That's where he was wrong.
No.
He was wrong. I was right.
You
But
did
he
it, but
wasn't
you-
there. You weren't there. You weren't with
did
me.
it, but
did
that's not
I'll bet
supposed
you.
to go there.
Listen, now let me tell you something. Just put it on the thing, set of where it's supposed to be, so he can read it.
Go to Marinac.
Why did you do this?
Mamaroneck, Saranac, Scranton, and Canton.
You think we'll ever get through? I got a bad tie, too. Why do you do this? Can I have his tie?
No, it doesn't go there. The next one after that.
Go ahead, go ahead.
That's
Go
the
ahead.
way it was in Vaudeville.
Whoa. That's not it.
Step.
You don't go there,
Yes,
do you?
it is. Yes,
Huh?
it is. That's where the step is.
Don't you, when you came back the second time?
No, it's not
No.
Marinac.
See?
Well,
You did it beautiful.
wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Not rehearsal. No, sir. No, I've got a
He
tape.
made it up.
Right.
He made it up, but today he made another up. There's another thing.
You want to try that one?
Boy, you.
You want to do it once?
Okay.
All right, let's try it.
On Marinac, will you please?
Oh, we got that. We know what to do as long as we know where to do it. Okay. Oh.
No.
Hey, what do you mean you don't know the lyrics?
No, he
Try that right there.
Marinac. Mamaroneck, Saranac, Scranton, and Canton.
Mother of Boston Racine, yes, I mean.
That's the way it was in Vaudeville.
Watch me,
Daddle-dee-doo, jump. Right, that's where it goes.
Watch your head. Audio.
All right. Okay. Get it. Hat, cane, trunk, train. That's the way it was in Vaudeville. Song, cue, saw, shoe. Then you went out front and made your kill. They loved us in the city, and they loved us in the six. We didn't mind the vegetables, but when they grew to the ricks, laughs, frowns, tanks, towns. That's the way it was in Vaudeville. Mamaroneck, Saranac, Scranton, and Canton. Austin and Boston, Racine, yes, I mean, that's the way it was in Vaudeville. Asheville and Asheville, Nogales and Dallas. Where'd you go? Over here. No way. No
Don't we
way.
go there?
No. We got to put a string on
We
him.
stay right here?
We gotta stay right here. Stay right here, All at once I was doing a single. I looked up.
Okay.
I left out one line or two. Well, you sang your own. That ain't a bad idea, though, you know?
You came in like Okay, breathe in.
In Vaudeville. We got Marty Porkins in here.
Stand by, please.
Hat, cane, trunk, train, that. What was that little? You're going to do a new step, huh? Oh. Hat, cane, trunk, train, that's the way it was in Vaudeville. Saw, shoot, saw, shoot, then you went out front and made your kill. They loved us in the cities, they loved us in the sticks. We didn't mind the vegetables, but when they threw the bricks, laughs, frowns, tank towns, that's the way it was in Vaudeville. Mamaroneck, Saranac, Scranton, and Cranton.
Austin and Boston, Racine, yes, I mean.
That's the way it was in Vaudeville. Asheville and Asheville, Nogales and Dallas.
Detroit and Beloit, Kankakee, don't you see?
That's the way it was in Vaudeville.
Yes, sir. Vaudeville, what an era.
Yeah, but it wasn't all fun and games, Bob.
I know what you mean. Some of those small towns we had to play.
Yeah, I remember. Do you remember Zizek, Nevada?
Do I remember Zizek? Just saying it used to clear up my sinuses.
That town was so small, the trains only stopped there once a week, just to laugh.
Yeah, it was so tiny. The electric company, it was 4 batteries and a jar of fireflies.
And what made Vaudeville all worthwhile were some of the unusual towns we worked in. What made, let's say that again. But what made Vaudeville so worthwhile were some of the unusual acts we worked with. Like the great Maurice, half man and half woman.
Yeah.
It was great until one night he was arrested for making a pass on himself.
Yeah, I remember the case. At the last minute, he dropped the charges. But if you think he was unusual, I once worked with the only man who ever got the electric chair and lived, Crispy Callahan. That was a rare act.
Rare? If I remember, that act was well done. What about the theaters we had to work in?
Yeah.
I once played in Cicero, Illinois. Mm-hmm. Big Al's territory. I think it was called Lowe's Manslaughter. When you went on the stage, nobody said break a leg. After the show, they did it.
Great audiences, too. If they liked you, they didn't applaud. They let you live.
I remember the manager, Bruno the Brutal. Big biceps, hairy knuckles, handlebar mustache. Most frightening woman I ever saw.
Yeah, but without the mustache, she was kind of cute.
I know, I kind of played with it once in a while.
God forbid you didn't tip her.
Oh.
That's a line? Put that back up.
Yeah.
But God forbid you didn't tip her. That's a line. I thought I left out a word.
No, that's the line.
But God forbid you didn't tip her. You'd have more accidents than O.J. Simpson running through his collection of Lenox china.
Speaking of accidents, how about the animal acts? Do you remember Madame Burkhardt and her cockatoos?
Yeah, whatever happened to them?
Well, they almost made the palace. But then the talkies came in and things got tough. And do you know they didn't have anything to eat for 7 weeks?
Don't tell me she ate the act.
No, the act ate her. All they found in the dressing room was a shredded wig and an autographed picture of Georgie Jessel without his medals.
But you know, George, the most unique act of them all was Knock-Knees Needleman, the original one-man band.
Yeah, nobody could follow him.
He had a pair of cymbals strapped to his knees, a harmonica in his mouth, bass drums on both hips, mallets on his elbows, and if that wasn't enough, With his feet, they tap dance on a Wurlitzer to the tune of Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker Suite.
That kid had to belong to about 6 unions.
That's the longest straight line I've ever had. But in his prime, the poor guy was struck by a bolt of lightning and died in the key of F.
I remember his last request was to be buried dressed in his instruments. And while they were lowering him, a windstorm came along and he played at his own funeral.
Where else but in a free America?
But vaudeville was a great thing. You could travel light. All you needed was a little sand in your pocket, and you could make a living.
Yeah.
Here you are, Bob. Make a few bucks.
Yeah, I need it. I bet on the Rams. A little sand music, Professor. Damn good up to there. Now let me explain something to you. Son of a bitch, I missed the last one. All right, where do we pick it up? That's awful great. Awful great, huh? Awful great? Wait, I'm trying to convince them. Hey, where do we pick it up?
From the top of the sand.
Sand dance, right. Top. How was it?
It was good.
Now, the sand. Is the sand already in there? See, on account of the pickup of the sound and everything, they already put the sand in the dance. If you listen closely, you can hear the sand.
But don't listen to the sand. Watch us. To hell with the sand. I can't get the sand out of my pocket.
I'd like to go back 2 lines above the sand dance with George's line. Here's some sand, make a buck.
Okay.
And then we can do
All righty.
musical after.
Okay. We can do that.
Okay.
Up, one liner. Here's some sand. You want there?
From George's line, here's some sand, make a buck.
Okay.
Wait for a cue, please.
Okay.
I can take out a lot of sand then. See, 'cause hey, this is nice to play with. It's nice warm sand. This is nice warm sand.
Keep playing. You'll find a pebble in there. God, isn't that awful thing? God, I'm not overthunked.
Okay?
Okay.
Stand by, please.
Oh.
5.
Can't you get your
Ready?
sand off? Don't bring it all out, for God's sake.
Here's some sand.
Wait. You got it?
No, we got to clean. We got to have clean.
Here's some sand. Have you got enough in there, George?
No.
Get some sand. It's a big act.
Little sand. Little more sand.
More sand. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Want to empty your cups for you? Here.
Thank you, Bob. What the hell am I going to do?
Here we go.
Little sand.
Al Borden will go to Santa Monica now.
Take the slow down. We got to have
Make sure
Yeah,
the...
we're ready. We're ready. Here we got it.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't like this sand. It's cold.
We're going from George's line, here's some sand.
I know you. It'll warm up any minute.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Here's some sand. Make a few dollars.
I need it. I bet on the Rams. A little sand music, Professor. I know you were confused, and I didn't know. I didn't even.
Where do we go there?
I didn't even do it so you could follow me.
The actress of Dilly is that way.
It's funny, he looked at me, and I didn't know where to go. You see,
The
like
actress
that?
of-
Where we got?
the actress
No,
of
we go
Dilly.
back. We go back here. The actors of Dilly and Philly's wrong.
Was that wrong?
Yeah. Yep, you gotta watch me, George.
1, 2, 3. One step.
It looked good, didn't it? Yeah. But we're wrong.
It's
Sand.
This will be the top of the second.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need that two-line lead in again, too, if you will.
all right. Here. Gonna run out of sand. Oh, it's warm now.
How far do you have to go?
Look. The hell with the dance. Let me stand here.
Okay, stand by, please, we have speed. Stand by with George's line.
Here's
Ready?
some sand. Make a buck.
Here's some sand. Make a buck.
Oh, I could use it. I bet on the Rams. A little sand music, maestro.
That's the way you like
The yak was a dilly and Cleveland and
Billy, we
Philly.
knocked him and rocked him and Troy. I lost it up again. I know.
One more, you had it.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
The yak was a dilly and Cleveland.
Can we pick it up?
Let's pick it up right there. We can't do the first part. We're getting stale. Let's pick it up where we go back.
That piece of
Okay,
music.
we will play the whole track, and you just start right before that part, okay?
Yep.
Well,
Start
you,
for us to
We'll do it. Go ahead. Go ahead, Sandan. The yak was a dilly and Cleveland and Philly. We rocked him and rocked him and Troy. Oh, boy. And when... Sorry. Me. That's me. Down me. Every once in a while, I make a mistake. 1, 2. Same place. Go. That's nicely done. Head then off it. The act was a dilly in Cleveland and Philly. You rocked him and rocked him and Troy. What a joy they went batting. What do we turn on? Joy? What a joy they went batting
on old Cincinnati.
Okay, here it comes from the top
A
again.
joy they went batting in old Cincinnati. Right. You think? You thought we were having a lot of fun, huh? The act was a dilly in Cleveland and Philly. We rocked him and rocked him and Troy. What a joy they went batting in old Cincinnati. They screamed in Moline, Illinois. We had them and shot them. We smashed them and ashed them. We
hold it. They raved in New Haven? Where the hell is New Haven?
I think it's somewhere in Connecticut. Listen, every son and daughter, aren't you glad that you're born to take you to a good old Vaudeville?
We're going to play the whole track.
All right, go. We're over here, then we start on the left foot. The act with the dilly, right over here. Oh. This is after we did the little thing back there. Then we go. The act with the dilly in Cleveland and Philly. We rocked them in Brockton and Troy. What a joy they went batty in old Cincinnati. They screamed in Moline, Illinois. Right? Why didn't you tell us this in the rehearsal hall? Now you tell us?
Here we go. Here comes the track.
The whole jump, jump, hey. Bum, bee, bum, bum. Rack. The act was a dilly and Cleveland and you've in the wrong foot.
Oh, nuts.
Wait. Left.
With your left
The
foot?
act was a dilly and Cleveland. It's gotta be. Gotta be. Left.
It's what?
Left.
When you start with, how do you
Start
start?
left. The act was a dilly and Cleveland and Philly.
Okay.
We rocked them in.
Okay, we're going to go back this part way now. Can you help pick it up, Jack Baker? I don't know where it is exactly. Here it comes.
That's where we're gonna pick it up, right there. Down that slope.
Right there?
Get up to where we come back. We start with the act was a dilly. Yeah, left foot. The act was a dilly in Cleveland and Philly. We rocked them in Brockton and Troy. What a joy they went batty in old Cincinnati. They screamed in Moline, Illinois. We had them and chat them and chat them. We smashed them and ashed them. We killed them in Wilson. They raved and... That's it.
Okay, I'm going to start it back a little farther than where we want you to pick it up, and you can find it, right?
Here, take this.
This is preceding the act was a dilly, Bob.
I like the sand better.
I've got it queued just ahead of the act was a dilly, and I guess you can find it when it gets there. Okay?
Go ahead, will you?
Okay.
Go ahead. We'll find it. All we got to do is start on the left foot.
The act was a dilly in Cleveland and Philly. We rocked them and... That's it. That's it.
And now for our encore. You didn't tell me you were going to cut the music down that much. Okay, same place, Dick.
Same place.
So we get it queued, just a second.
All right. I wasn't ready for that.
Where is it?
We're not all bad.
It's what?
The act was a dilly in Cleveland and Philly. We rocked them in Brockton and Troy. What a joy they went batty in old Cincinnati. They screamed in Moline, Illinois.
It's a much slower retard. It's a much slower retard, isn't it?
No, he didn't go into it.
No, but
He's
we
got to get
didn't...
into it fast, doesn't he?
No.
No? Let me hear it.
Let's rehearse it once. Go ahead.
I think he's got to go into it after that retard.
No.
Goes into it pretty fast, right?
No.
I'd have quit him long ago, but he owns the trunk.
Here it comes.
Remember that thing? When
Sure.
we split up the H, what was it, the H&M?
H&M, Hurt Lamont. H&M trunk.
Billy and Cleveland and Philly and... The act was a dilly in Cleveland and Philly. We rocked 'em in Brockton and Troy. What a joy they went batty in old Cincinnati. They screamed in Mobile, Illinois.
Adam and Chatham, we smashed them and ashed them.
We killed him in Wilton. They raved in New Haven.
Hold it. They raved in New Haven? Where the hell is New Haven?
I think it's somewhere in Connecticut.
That's where you were. Listen, every son and daughter.
Now, what's that pickup now? There's a strange little pickup in there. That's the way it was. Can we hear that music, Dick? Strange,
Let's
strange
take it right
little
from
pic-
there.
Let's take it right from there. We're fine. Just with that pickup there, the introduction right into this thing. And that's the way it was in Vaudeville. Listen. Then we kick us. Listen, every son.
That's the way it was in Vaudeville. Listen, every son and daughter. Bow.
Left foot, left foot.
No, he said with this, bang. Jack, is this right? Listen, every son and daughter. Right?
Right or left?
Step on the left foot, kick the right.
Step on the left and kick on the right.
Underline tickets also help them. The only thing is retard getting into Georgia. It's very difficult. It doesn't sound right. Either they're going up or
Yeah.
down.
A what?
Getting into retard. It's awfully hard to Georgia sloppy. Really sloppy.
Where?
Moline, Illinois to Georgia's line.
I know it is, but that's the way you got the music. It's
seems-
right
it
into
seems
it,
all right,
into
though.
a lot of stuff. Yeah, but it's hard to hear you. You gotta, Dick.
Yeah.
How about George's line going into Chatham there? That's awfully muggled up. Can you understand it? Back 2 cards, Barn.
Well, I understood it, but I was ready for it, you know. I don't know if it said...
We had him in Chatham. That's the line we're worried about.
But it's the one before, the retard. They screamed in Moline,
Well, we got that. We got that. Then you got to go into. They screamed in Moline, Illinois. We had him in Chatham. Want to try that part again?
No.
That's what I said.
Okay, you want it to redo it?
Sure, I'll do anything you want.
2 drinks and he changes.
You want to run it once, Dick?
But we're going to go from the act was a dilly, okay?
Jim Thornton.
Yeah. Let's run it from the act was a dilly.
Okay.
No kidding. With the newspaper.
How do you want these two of them?
I was at, I was inside.
Talk to yourself.
Okay, here it comes.
I didn't
The act was a dilly. It's
Act
going
was a
on.
dilly back here, left foot. Back here. Here we go. The act was a dilly in Cleveland and Philly. We rocked him and rocked him and Troy.
What a joy it was.
Just listen to music. Now it starts.
What did we do wrong?
You didn't do anything wrong. We did something wrong.
Well, now I feel bad.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
We want to go back there and just take it from music once. With the
All right, we'll do it. We'll do it. Okay. Play it from here. Go ahead. Just let's do the music.
Okay.
The act was a dilly in Cleveland. That's what I say. It's not there.
Keep going. Keep going.
The act was a dilly in Cleveland and Philly. We rocked him in Brockton and Troy. What a joy they went batty in old Cincinnati. They screamed in Moline, Illinois. We killed him in Wilton. They raised in New Haven.
Hold it.
All right, let's go. We got it.
You want to just hear the pickup at the end.
Yeah.
After Connecticut dedicate.
Go ahead. Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, right.
That's the way it was before. Listen.
Yeah, that's the one we didn't get. Now, wait a minute. We have a grade up to there, don't we? Or do you want to get this lyric again?
We didn't get Chatham that time, no.
All right, let's get it. Let's try it.
He said they didn't get Chatham that time, and I did it right. So you see, you get it when I do it wrong.
They're against you.
I know. You don't like the Jews.
Okay, you want to go from the same place, right, or we just play the music?
Let's go act as the dilly, yeah.
Oh, act as
We'll
a
get
dilly.
it.
Christ. The act was a dilly. The act was pathetic.
Here it comes.
Right on foot. Right.
The act was a dilly. Da-dum, ba-dum, bum. Dum, ba-dum. What are you doing? The act was a dilly in Cleveland and Philly. We rocked him in Brockton and Troy. What a joy, they went batting in old Cincinnati. They screamed in Moline, Illinois.
Adam and Chatham, we thrashed him and ashed him.
We killed him in Wilton. They raved in New Haven.
Hold it. They raved in New Hayden? Where the hell is New Hayden?
I think it's somewhere around Massachusetts. That's the way about it. Yeah, we're fine. That's pretty good, wasn't it? Would you like it? How was that, Dick?
We still didn't hear George's Chatham.
I know it.
The
I
hell
know
with
it.
me.
Well, listen. Dick, can I tell you something? Can you pull the music down so you can hear him? They got to hear the lyric. Can you pull it down so they can hear it? Huh? Let's try at the same spot. You mind?
No.
Want another drink?
No.
You got to know how to treat drunks, you know. We just got him out of the Keeley cure. The act?
Don't take too much time in the retard. Just a little retard.
Yeah? Change cards a little bit faster there, will you, for me?
Right.
Right. Okay.
Don't retard too much.
Okay.
Never good.
We got it now, boy.
Let's go.
That introduction into...
John says we're screaming in Moline, Illinois. You're slowing down a little bit too much and getting behind.
Okay, that's Shelley's fault.
I know. Okay?
Oh, I got the idea. They can't see me, for God's
Here comes the music.
The act was a dilly in Cleveland.
One time, one more time.
The left foot?
Left, yeah, sure.
He said right before. He wants me to quit show business.
Irving?
I better get a fresh cigar.
Fresh cigar and some more sand. Let's have a fresh cigar here.
Okay, here comes the track.
Wait a minute, the track.
Oh, match.
You're a rabbi in the house? What are you doing? You're bad. You're bad for throwing a straight...
It's left here.
Left,
Right.
left. The act was the
Right.
Anytime, Dick. We're lit up. The act was a dilly in Cleveland and Philly. We rocked him in Brockton and Troy. What a joy, they went batty in old Cincinnati. They screamed in Moline, Illinois.
We had them and shot them. We smashed them and ashed them.
We killed him in Wilton. They raved in New Haven.
Hold it. They raved in New Hayden? Where the hell is New Hayden?
I think it's somewhere in Connecticut. That's
The way it was bought to listen every son and daughter. Aren't you glad that you were bought a ticket to a grill Vaudeville? Oh,
6, 7. Let's go. Same place.
Okay.
That's the way we have it. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
No. Ba, ba, ba.
What?
Step, kick, left foot.
Bum, ba-dum,
Right.
ba-dum.
Sure.
That's the way it was and bought a hank of ton of dollar. Had to glad you brought a ticket to a good Vaudeville. A bum, a bum, a bum. Ha! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go from the act to the dilly, okay?
All right. I hope I don't bother you counting.
No count.
Okay. We have speed, stand by, please.
6, 7, 8.
The act was a dilly in Cleveland and Philly. We rocked them in Rockin' and Troy. What a joy they went batty in old Cincinnati. They screamed in Moline, Illinois.
We had them in Chatham, we smashed them in Ashton.
We killed him in Wilton. They raved in New Haven.
Hold it. They raved in New Haven? Where the hell is New Haven?
I think it's somewhere in Connecticut, Diddicut. That's the way it was in Border, yes.
Every son and daughter, aren't you glad that you have bought a ticket?
Okay.
Let's pick it up.
Go after Connecticut.
Exactly. Ba-bum. What is that introduction? That's the way it was in Border. Listen every son and daughter. Yeah. Ba. Why doesn't the whole audience do that? Ba. Just want to know if you're breathing. All right.
I'll need your line over line. Your Connecticut line, okay?
Yeah. You ready?
That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I think it's somewhere in Connecticut, Diddicut. I don't think. Play that music one time.
Okay.
Jeez, what a mess. Wait a minute. What a mess in there. Again?
Okay, as soon as we get a chance.
Wait a minute, will you? Wait, I want to hear the music.
That's.
That's the way it was. Whack. Oh, yeah.
What?
Okay, stand by, please. Here we go. Position 5 for George.
Ready?
Yeah, we're going to have to count you down. Just okay.
Are you shooting now?
No. We will if you want to try.
Yeah, let's shoot it. We're ready. That's the way. That's the way.
It wasn't water.
You.
5, 4, 3, 2.
That's the way it was water. To listen every son and daughter. Aren't you glad that you have bought a ticket to a good old Vaudeville?
We better do that again to get a clean entrance into that music.
Huh?
We better do it again to get a clean entrance into that music. I think, Bob, this time you better give me that other line, right, or Connecticut line to get you in.
No, you're
It'll never match.
Why not?
Oh, because you're looking different ways.
Huh?
You're looking different ways each time.
6, 7, 8.
We're going to use the first one, Dick. We're going to use the first one anyway, so get another angle here. You know? That's what we want to use. Want to use the big one. So get another angle.
I got 4 of them. They're all Are you ready to go?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Okay.
5, 4, 3.
That's the way it was.
Did you have?
Ba-ba-ba-bum, that's the way.
That's the way.
Okay.
All right. Ready.
That's the way it was brought out of a listen every son and daughter. Aren't you glad that you were brought out? I take you to a good old Vaudeville.
Before you go, I gotta get a couple of you.
Barney, get the promo ready, please.
What did you say?
I love that.
George, don't leave.
Look at my age, I got to hold on to something.
This is right after Connecticut, right? There's a laugh going, laugh.
Let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2.
That's the way it was brought out of listen every son.
I blew the step.
He blew it.
I was so thrilled that we got the first line, I think. Isn't it a thrilling thing while we're dancing?
5, 4, 3, 2.
That's the way it was brought out of listen every son and daughter. Aren't you glad that you brought out? I take you to an old Vaudeville.
How was that?
George got a little off on the lyrics there.
I'm getting shorter every minute.
That's what I heard.
That's why my first wife left me.
Sounds like vaudeville, doesn't it?
Woo!
5,
4, 3, 2.
How'd that go? That's...
I was still blowing when
I
it
know,
went.
I know.
Remember when Hurricane Anita came into Louisiana? Hurricane Anita, remember that? All the gays ran to the shore and went. Couldn't miss that. Yeah, let's go.
hang on, please. Just said Connecticut.
No.
5, 4, 3, 2.
That's the way it was brought out of listen every son and daughter. Aren't you glad that you were bought a ticket to a good old Vaudeville?
Are you all right?
When do we get to that?
Down with the lyrics, Barn. Remember?
Step forward, isn't it?
You wear a truss? God, I've never seen so many cars in my life. That was funny. Zizek's once.
Zizek, yeah.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. That's the way it was in Baltimore. Tomorrow, this is number 3.
Scranton, Canton. Merrick, Scranton, Scranton.
That's the way it was.
No, we don't. We go by that, don't we? No, no.
Yeah, but you have to sing that, but they'll have to take the track.
I see. Okay.
Where you're at.
I see. Yeah, I
That's
see.
all right. Are you ready now, George?
Go. Go.
Okay.
Scranton, Canton.
Cane, trunk,
Yeah,
train.
that's the way it was in Vaudeville.
Hat, cane, trunk, twain.
That's the way it was in Vaudeville.
Song, cue, soft shoe. And then you went out front and made your kill. They loved us in the city. They loved us in the sticks. We didn't mind the vegetables, but when they threw the bricks, blacks, browns, hang towns. That's the way it was at Vaudeville.
Mamaroneck, Saranac, Scranton, and Canton.
Austin and Boston, Racine. Yes, I mean.
That's the way it was at Vaudeville.
Asheville and Nashville, Nogales and Dallas.
Detroit and Beloit, Kankakee, don't you see?
That's the way it was in Vaudeville.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, that's good.
All right?
Yeah, now, Bob, you did a straight line, the longest straight line in history there on page 19. You want to redo that one?
Well, I think we can.
A pair of simple step to his knees.
We're all right there. We can leave that out, can't we?
Well,
'Cause we can go to a very large close-up of my agent. Or something. No, we don't. We don't have to worry about that, do we?
well, it's...
I think you'd like it better. You just did the one card.
All right.
Okay.
I'll just give me the line. I'll just read my line. I'll just read my line.
That's right. Give me a close-up one.
All right.
Back. Down to Knock-Nosed Needleman.
Oh, it's ahead of that, isn't it? About the instruments.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
One nose, one
Knock-Nosed
nose,
Needleman.
Yeah.
Knock-Nosed Needleman, nobody could follow it.
Right.
Bob's line.
Right.
I'm out of this, right?
Yeah. Yeah. This is just a thing. Where is it? Right here?
Excuse me, that's where the close-up is, but you have to work to it.
Huh?
Yeah, that's where the shot's gonna be, yeah, but you can...
Well, I got to be looking. I'm looking over this way. Get over here.
Are you ready?
Right there. Right there. That's all right there. Right there. Yeah.
Okay, George, it just said, yeah, nobody could follow him.
Tell us.
Let me see the next card. No, we don't. No, it's after that. It's after that. It's after that. Go ahead. That's now we go. Here we go.
Okay, George's line is, yeah, nobody could follow him.
He had a pair of cymbals strapped to his knees, a harmonica in his mouth, bass drums on his hips, mallets on his elbows, and if that wasn't enough, with his feet he tap danced with a Wurlitzer, and I can't. Hold him a little straighter for me. Hold him a little straighter. That's it. Fine. I can't even read that.
Okay, George's line is, yeah, nobody could follow him.
Yeah, that's right. He had a pair of cymbals strapped to his knees, a harmonica in his mouth, bass drums on both hips, mallets on his elbows, and if that wasn't enough, he tap danced, and he had a hell of a thing going there. With his feet. Yeah, once more. You still rolling?
Yes, we are. George says, yeah, nobody could follow him.
Yeah, had a pair of cymbals strapped to his knees, a harmonica in his mouth, bass drums on both hips, mallets on his elbows, and as if that wasn't enough, with his feet, he tap danced on a Wurlitzer to the tune of Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker Suite. We don't need you now. That's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Is that it in pickups?
That's
That's the way it was.
5, 4, 3,
I'm George Burns, and I'm guesting on a special with my old friend Bob Hope on January 8th, NBC. Bob sort of hustled me. He thinks I'm God, you know. But God doesn't do the hustle. He just does a little old-fashioned soft chew.
Shall we dance?
Please.
January the 8th?
You bet.
That's good. That's nice. Thank you. Okay. Let's have a big hand for Mr. George Burns. Thank you very much. Did you get a sack from him for the opening?
Yeah.
Just need one more from you, Mr. Burns, please. Would you just look straight ahead and say for me, please, thank you, Michael. To all of you, a happy new year and a wonderful 1978.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir, it's Michael Lennon.
Thank you, Michael, and a happy new year.
Thank you, Michael. To all of you, a happy new year and a wonderful 1978.
To all of you, a wonderful new year. Okay. Thank you, Michael, and to...
4, 3, 2.
Thank you, Michael, and to all of you, a happy new year and a happy 1978. Would you care to dance?
Once more, if you would, please, sir. Just once more.
What's the line? And to all of you, a happy new year.
And a wonderful 1970.
And a wonderful 1978.
Okay, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Thank you, Michael, and to all of you, a happy new year and a wonderful 1978.
Thank you very much.
George, they set up for jungle?
This is the one for Mr. Holt for the intro to...
Funny little surprises that they do, you know, when you're on the way to the elevator. Where are you coming from, Dick? Oklahoma City?
Right.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I want to know one thing, little Joe. Who are those three people? And incidentally, after 30 years, isn't it time that someone introduced your father to your mother? Anyhow, this is a good time to wish you all a happy new year, even though we're only about 30 hours into 1978. But that's good. It's given most of you time to make a long list of New Year's resolutions, and more than enough time to break most of them. So, to all of us, to all of me, from all of you,
Okay, for
One-
the benefit of the three people who don't know our guest star, here's Bob Hope in person.
I want to know one thing, little Joe. Who are those three people? And incidentally, after 30 years, isn't it time that someone introduced your father to your mother? Anyhow, this is a good time to wish you all a happy new year, even though we're only about 30 hours into 1978. But that's good. It's given most of you time to make a long list of New Year's resolutions and more than enough time to break most of them. So, to all of you, from all of me, a happy new year. Let's go right ahead.
That's all right.
I was asked to introduce the next guest because we have so much in common. We're both great golf duffers. We're both getting a little thin and gray around the fringes, and I'd like to try it again. Let me see. Go ahead, Barn. But I must admit, he does have a slight. I want to. Go ahead. Yeah. All right, fine. Okay. Oh, hey, and don't forget. That's an extra piece, isn't it? Oh, this is, I see. All right, let's go. Okay. Boy. Okay. I got it, Barn. Boop-a-da-boop-a-da-boop-a-da-boop-a-da-boop-a-da-boop-a. Hey, I was asked to introduce the next guest.
Settle, please.
I was asked to introduce the next guest because we have so much in common. We're brave, both we're brave there, though. I was asked to introduce the next guest because we have so much in common. We're both great golf duffers, we're both getting a little thin and gray around the fringes, and we both work for NBC. But I must admit he does have a slight edge when the... What is that pause you did there? Barney, is that something? What does that mean?
No, I think you can go right on into it. Right on into it.
No, but he stopped the card. Is there something going on I don't know? Huh? Because I did a...
But just go right on into it. Just keep it rolling. It shouldn't be a pause.
5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I was asked to introduce the next guest because we have so much in common. We're both great golf duffers, we're both getting a little thin and gray around the fringes, and we both work for NBC. But I must admit, he does have a slight edge on me when it comes to politics. He is the former president of the United States, Gerald Ford.
Here is, Barney, here is the former president.
That's on there. I said he, that's my fault.
Okay. Once more.
Don't blame him because he makes enough mistakes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I was asked to introduce the next guest because we have so much in common. We're both great golf duffers, we're both getting a little thin and gray around the fringes, and we both work for NBC. But I must admit, he does have a slight edge on me when it comes to politics. Here is the former president of the United States, Gerald Ford.